You don't become confident before you start. You become confident because you started. Some people say, when I feel bold, I'll start. When I am sure, I'll start speaking. Or I'll show up when I believe in myself. Interestingly, that's not how confidence works. Confidence grows with action, not before it. Welcome to Make Your Move. In this episode, I discuss how confidence is developed. I was involved in planning a recorded talk show with 3 hosts. As we discussed the concept and the format, the main host kept expressing doubts about whether we were truly ready to begin recording. When we fixed a date, she felt we were moving too quickly because she did not yet feel confident enough. I told her we would be fine. Eventually, we went to the studio and recorded 2 episodes in one day. As we left the studio, she kept exclaiming in amazement at how successful the session had been. Since then, she had gone on to host more than 6 additional episodes. Her confidence did not come from planning. It came from starting. You see, this same principle happens with nature. Let's look at the life of an eaglet. A young eaglet begins preparing for flight at just 10 to 12 weeks of age. It does not emerge from the egg knowing how to soar. First, it observes, then it flaps its wings within the safety of the nest, building strength little by little. Its first attempts are awkward. The first attempt the eaglet makes at flying, they are usually awkward, unstable, and frightening. The air, of course, feels unfamiliar, and balance does not come naturally. It doesn't mean that the eaglet had gained balance. It doesn't mean that the eaglet had already mastered flying. But the eaglet had started flying, had started taking action towards flying. Sometimes the parent eagle encourages the eaglet out of the comfort of the nest, pushing it into the very environment it was created to master. So these are very intentional steps to help the eaglet develop flying, not by keeping the eaglet in the nest and keep demonstrating to the eaglet. No, start doing it. With each attempt, the wings grow stronger. Its coordination improves. What once felt terrifying becomes natural, and the eaglet develops confidence not before flight, but through flight. That is how confidence works for us too. Even for human, as a baby, a child begins to crawl and then begins to stand, begins to take steps one after the other. Nobody sits the child down and begins to teach the child how to take steps. It's by taking steps that a child begins to walk. So, confidence grows as we take action. You don't need to feel ready. You need to begin. Even shaky steps become strong steps when repeated, just like those of a little child. I remember how a child who was struggling to walk kept crawling, and every time the child would see other children running, and she was old enough to stand and walk, but the child was still just crawling. Suddenly, one day, the child stood up on her feet and started taking steps, and then began to run. The confidence to walk never grew by just sitting there. She was crawling, and then she kept watching others running and just stood up and started running and started walking and then started running. The confidence grew as the child took action. If she remained at crawling, thankfully she was even crawling. But if she remained there, she would never have started walking. She had to stand and walk, and then she started moving. Confidence is often the reward of movement, not the requirement for it. So, stop waiting for when you will be confident. Make your move and build confidence.